Yeah, this is Point Black. Coming in hard and off the card, coming with the flu from the barrio, coming with the heat from the street, and coming with the facts across the backs, and the boom bit to the line man slips. This is PBNN, Point Black National News, the late and the great edition, and the edition as well. And as we see in this matter, now we see another one coming in on many different levels, on continuing on the same bullshit agenda. Now we see and even coming in by crazy ass Letitia James, you know what I'm saying, in her crazy deal of here doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? In many ways, we still see the onslaught and the complete attack on a standing 4 year president who really was doing, the best he can in a situation. Many people called him racist and all types of shit, but to me, he's not. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he's a Caucasian, so we know that the different factors in which he may be involved with, or groups, or people he friend fan with, we know full well. You know what I'm saying? Will be in that matter. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people call it Trump racist, but I don't see it that way. That's their opinion and the way they feel about their situation and what they deal with when it comes to their view on Donald J. Trump. But it doesn't change my view as to what I see going on. You know what I'm saying? In all ways and one. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? That Trump is doing the best he can, and right at this moment is the best candidate for the United States presidency, chief and commander at this point. You know what I'm saying? And there is no way that we're going to allow, these presidents to take office and be there for the next 100 years unless they're doing the job that they're supposed to do, and they only get 8 years. So it still come out to the same thing. You know what I mean? Even if Donald Trump was to win, he still would only get another 8 years. Saying in a re-election or whatever he called himself doing, be, elected again. You know what I'm saying? He could only get a certain amount of years after that, but then we still have to worry about the after that because it ain't just about, only creepy ass Biden, crooked ass, and Trump, the champion. In all ways, it still comes out that we have to help to heal our own country, and Trump has led the way in that matter to where he exposed and showed the deep state and the garbage that's going on in our government and the psychology games they would even run using the media and other platforms to whitewash or whitewash or criminally wash the minds of people that they won't see the criminality in the demon democratical, groove. Even when we look, what I'm saying, by I think he's an Ewan Palmer on the 8/31/23 at 4:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? We even see here in his matter that he is saying, what I'm saying? He is saying that in this matter is saying that New York Attorney General, who is suing Donald Trump, over claims he fraudulently, inflated his net worth, has suggested that there is so much evidence against the president of the United States that a trial is not even necessary. You know what I'm saying? Whether he inflated or deflated, the demon Democrats have been doing that piece of shit for years till they called a Great Depression and literally starved millions of fucking Caucasian white people, losing their homes on the soup line, can't even feed their children. You know what I'm saying? You can imagine what happened in the South, but what saved the South in more ways than one, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. What really saved the South was the fact that they had black people that were cooking for them, that didn't have money in the banks, they just had nothing but farm and food. So a lot of times the white people that had bank and money, they lost all their money and they lost all their wealth, based on these demon democratical people doing this stuff to their own brethren. They used to come over to the black people house to eat food. You know what I'm saying? They would come over and eat with the black people and so on and so on. You know what I mean? That's how a lot of them were getting food and were able to survive in the situation. You know what I'm saying? In the situation, as we see, they don't want to give me this whole matter on the Letitia James joint. You know what I'm saying? They're sticking it and everything and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? But she's over here talking about there's no need for a trial. But when we look at the demon Democrats and what they have done to this country and many other countries, you're talking about he don't need to do this and he don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? No, because when we look at the demon Democrats and what they have done to this country as a whole, you know what I'm saying? They should be the one not even having to go to trial. They should be going straight to jail, really. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck she talking about. Then we see another one coming in here, you know what I'm saying, on the ex-Proud Boy, you know what I'm saying? This is an exclusive coming in, you know what I'm saying? Ex-Proud Boy organizer gets 17 years in prison, second longest sentence in the January 6th Capitol case. That's bullshit. Whether you get 17 or 100 years, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't lead nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his leading seemed to have been, very conspiratorial when it comes to his leadership and what he did rushing the White House as if he set this up along with the FBI and Antifa. How we know he was a Proud Boy organizer or leader. You know what I'm saying? How we know he was not an FBI or CIA agent or Antifa or any kind of group, you know what I'm saying, out there because he knew for well he wasn't going to overturn no goddamn election. So I don't know why people keep saying that and why would you give him 17 years after the creepy Joe Biden administration and the rest of them cheated the election in all ways. Get out of my face. Garbage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of garbage going on with these people, and they want to sit up here and try to act as if that is not that way. But we know it is. You know what I mean? We know it is. Even here, we see another one coming in where, you know what I'm saying, talking about he inflated his books. Man, the demon Democrats did. The teacher did should be, not even on that level. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here with my shit? You know what I'm saying? Should not be on that level at all. You know what I'm saying? Should not be on that level at all. From what we're seeing, a lot of this is due to the fact that people are not paying attention to the shit that the demon Democrats did psychologically to the people for many years, having them believe that they were the party of choice. You know what I'm saying? Having a party of choice. And many people were not paying attention to the political arena at all, other than placing a vote when the time comes along. But once you vote them in and they get in there behind that desk and think that they have all the power in the world to do whatever they want to do, you know what I'm saying? Many people are not paying attention to the years and the years they spent there doing these secret shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember that these same people, in more ways than one, you know what I'm saying, wielding certain executive power that you have elected them and given to them, and they're using that as a dictatorship to run over the American people in all ways when they're supposed to be doing for the American people. They're busy and they're enriching their pockets. You know what I'm saying? They're enriching their pockets and genocide and killing and murdering and doing all kind because they feel that once they're in there, they elite and they special, and you chose them because they were so bright and so smart and so this and all this good old shit. You know what I'm saying? That you elected them into that position, so they must have been the brightest and the best in the whole wide world, and they're superior. And they get up in there, and this is what they do to the American people until you complain. Everybody was complaining about Creepy Joe, even going back years when he was a senator. You know what I'm saying? He's garbage then, just like he's garbage now. You know what I'm saying? As we see. You know what I'm saying? But we see New York City Attorney General say he inflated his work, has suggested, you know what I'm saying, has suggested in more ways than one that I guess, you know, that there is so much evidence against him that President Trump don't even need to go to trial. The trial is not even necessary. The Chief James speaking at a summary judgment, you know what I'm saying, at a summary judgment to resolve her $250 million lawsuit against Trump, two of his children, and his real estate company, the Trump organization. You know what I'm saying? James accused Trump of having filed fraudulent financial statement. So what the fuck did Biden do, Letitia James, you jackass? The fuck wrong with you? Nigga sucking, loving, liquor, nigga, fucking cracker balls, nigga ass sellout. The fuck is wrong with you? You act as if like he's the only one ever did some shit like that. The demon Democrats have knocked down the fucking World Trade Center and killed millions of American people in that fucking bullshit that Bush did. You ain't talking about that. And Biden was right along with him, you know what I'm saying, in going for the shit that went down. Him, Dick Cheney, and all the rest of them motherfucking demon Democratical clowns. You know what I'm saying? You murdered millions of American people to drive a war into what you call the Middle East, which is Africa. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the Middle East. Middle from fucking what? Logista James, you're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about him and his children and the real estate company and shit. This crooked ass fucking group of people we have running shit here in America. You gonna talk this shit with me about Donald Trump? Letitia James, you know you full of shit. And that's straight up. I don't give a damn who you think you are. I don't give a damn what position you hold. You God, sister. You lost your godliness a long time ago with me in here there with talking about some LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? You a clown. And that's what you are. And you turn out to be no more than a nigger loving sucking clown. And I don't give a damn what nobody say. And this ain't about Donald Trump. This is about you doing garbage, you know what I'm saying, blaming a 4-year standing president, you know what I'm saying, on some bullshit that you trying to make the world think is the most heinous crimes in the whole wide world. But you are not speaking about the crimes of your own party that you follow, because we know you are a demon Democrat. So don't give me that shit. And you black at that? Oh, yeah. You probably would have been running with the Ku Klux Klan to catch your own motherfucking people and put them back in slavery. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Garbage. Can't believe on nigga loving sucking ass. Y'all garbage. Straight up. We just being straight up frank with y'all. Letitia James. Alan, not Letitia, beginning to see you as Letitia, not as James. You know what I'm saying? Alan, the nutcase brags. You know what I'm saying? Screwball. I don't give a fuck what you know about me or what you think. You know what I'm saying? Because what you, me and you could go on, me and y'all could go on a debate any given fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Any given time. Fannie Wills, she up there, another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem Jeffrey, another dumbass. You know what I'm saying? All Negroes. Or they talking that bullshit. I see why Malcolm call you all Negroes. You know what I'm saying? He even spoke out against the liberals and against the demon Democratic because Malcolm knew they were a racist group that were the Ku Klux Klan, and they, you could say they founded the terrorist group, the Ku Klux Klan, right out of their own fucking party in the Civil War using Forrest Nathan Bradford in 1865, and he was himself a Democrat, all as it is. Trying to say he was not. Yes, he was. And he was a soldier in your democratical fucking military. You know what I'm saying? And you created that flag around the time when the civil rights and all that was being put on the table. You created that flag and then told your people in your group that you found the flag on top of an Egyptian sarcophagus in the mountains of Colorado in a cave. You garbage, nigga. You garbage. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? We see Trump told New York officials he was too busy saving the world from nuclear holocaust to commit business fraud. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and I believe what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I believe what he's saying on that one. You know what I mean? I believe what he's saying on that one. You know what I'm saying? He was too busy saving the world. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, he was probably. You know what I mean? While you talking all that yin yang patty wag give a dog a bone, he probably was too busy trying to save us because if you see where we heading now, you know what I'm saying? We see where we heading now. You know what I'm saying? This is coming in by the Business Insider, Laura Italy, Italiano and Jacob uh, Shamrijan 19 hours ago of the Business Insider. Stop fucking with, you know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? We see a lot of people doing a lot of dumb shit these days and think that nobody knows the shit that they do. Yes, we do know the shit that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because you garbage. Let's just be frank. You garbage. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, you garbage. You know, you know, doing a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we see in a sworn deposition, Trump told the New York officials he was too busy saving millions of lives to commit business fraud. I think you would have nuclear. I think you would have nuclear holocaust if he was not elected. He told lawyers for New York AG Letitia, not Keys, the James, and think you might have a nuclear war now if you want to know the truth, he said. And he is right. He is right in all ways. What Donald Trump just said, he is right. Because one thing I know about Donald Trump has a fear of nuclear war, and he also knows what nuclear war would do to his country that he loves. That creepy Joe Biden is in bed with these people. You know what I'm saying? He is in bed with these people. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So when he said what he said, he's speaking from a position that goes way back. You know what I'm saying? To probably the 70s. You know what I'm saying? And 80s. You know what I'm saying? Because he saw how demon Democrats, including Biden, crooked fucking sorry ass, was in there facilitating money, paying the NATO nations, 34 nations. They were pumping money, American dollars into that shit, your taxpayers' dollars into that shit, so those nations would join NATO and be a part of their one world order group. You see what I'm saying? And Trump saw the fact that they were heading to use this as a way of putting pressure on one nation called Russia. You know what I'm saying? And back and forth and back and forth. Even he was even there for the Cuba Missile Crisis and all the different shit that went on after the fact of many of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was probably watching as a kid, growing up, watching all of this shit going on. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, American dummies, who lined up and went and got the short, you know what I'm saying, don't seem to have any recollection of what nuclear war can do to this country because you thinking that American and the demon Democrats gonna save your ass on every corner, but it's not. In a sworn deposition from this past April, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, Trumpy baby, he told, you know what I'm saying, he told